So there's theories in sociology that I've actually, I believe they're real because I've felt them, but we sometimes behave according to how we think other people think we should behave.
What's that called?
It's called the looking glass self-theory.
Looking glass self-theory. Google it.
Yeah. So just being aware of it's useful, but breaking free of it can be challenging but really empowering.
This is Cathy from theintimacydojo.com.
And this is Reid from readaboutsex.com.
All right. So how do you break free from the looking glass self-theory?
Well, first of all, just being aware that you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go home and visit my family, they have a very strong opinion of who I was, formed from when I was much, much younger and kind of rebellious and very shy, which was an odd combination, but I somehow managed it. So they have a strong expectation for me to behave a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easy to feel that pressure. I think most of us feel like a 7-year-old when we're around our mother when she's angry. I have other friends that expect me to be more outgoing, other friends that expect me to be more, we all have different expressions with different groups. One, just recognizing that we're feeling that pull gives us power to say, I get to choose, reminding ourselves it's a choice, not that I must conform to what people think of me. And I love just telling people. Like, I haven't done this with my entire family because it doesn't occur to me that they would all receive it well. But the people that I'm close to that I feel are open to that dialogue have said, I don't know if you actually have this, but I believe you think of me this way, so I feel like I have to act that way. And I just want to say it out loud that I'm not going to act that way anymore, whether you have that belief or not. Like, it's not putting it on them, like, you're wrong for thinking of me that way, because they may not. It's how we think they think of us. So kind of owning that, like, hey, I have this belief that you need me to act this way, and that doesn't feel true to my self-expression. So whether you think that or not, I'm just letting you know for myself, if nothing else, that I'm choosing to act in a different way.
Got it.
So what are your thoughts?
I don't know that I have any thoughts on that. I think that was excellent. That was amazing. I feel free now. I'm going to go break a mirror. 7 years bad luck. No, freedom!
You're in my house, though.
All right, I'll break somebody else's mirror.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's basically like we are who we think other people think we are.
Yeah.
This is another quote of this kind of situation. What's really useful about this, too, is realize that you do this to other people. Mm-hmm. So my personal experience with this was understanding that my mom and dad, I hadn't actually given my mom and dad space to change. I was holding them in a kind of certain container. And so when I figured this out in a workshop and then was like, oh.
Was it Landmark? Because I remember Landmark.
Well, Landmark, yeah, was the first. Well, there were some books that kind of talked about this, but Landmark was where it kind of sunk in. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, what if I'm the one who's keeping my parents trapped in this way because I will only see them that way and I'm looking for evidence.
Yeah.
And so understand that while you need to talk to the people you need to talk to when you can, find words for it, so that you don't get trapped or sucked into being a way that you're not anymore. Mm-hmm. Where and to whom are you doing that to the people in your life? And can you set them free so that you can actually be real with them? And then this is, I mean, that's more than my mom and dad were ever capable of doing with each other in their marriage.
And it helps, too, to recognize there's part of our brain called the reticular activating system. It's part of our survival brain. And it's trained to look for what we're tuned into. So if I'm out looking for berries, it's going to notice berries really fast. Like, it's a survival mechanism. If I'm expecting something from a certain person, I'm going to see that more often and not see other patterns or other possibilities. Mm-hmm. And so just knowing that we're capable of that just because I'm noticing something doesn't mean it's true overall, can give us more freedom and say, I'm really noticing that you're acting like an ass a lot. I wonder if that's just what I'm tuned to, that I expect you to be kind of mean to me. And just being conscious and watching and go, no, you're kind of just an ass. Or, no, wow, I'm just really taking a lot of things out of context. Mm-hmm. Like, that can give you a reality check and a sense of freedom and a way to break free from the patterns that we can easily get stuck in.
So if you want to share who are you doing this to, or how do you notice this kind of mirror effect?
Call yourself out and share that, because that helps break you free.
Yeah, and it also gives evidence to other people that they're not alone and that they do it too.
Yeah. Thanks so much for watching.
Leave a comment, hit subscribe.